Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Welcome to a very special chart show at the Gentleman's Pixel Club. Today is the second day of Crash Live. I don't know if tickets are available, but the link to where you can get them, if they are, to maybe buy and turn up today on Sunday is in the video description below. But I can't do the charts because I'm away and they need to be live. So we'll go back to the regular charts next week. But I thought for this week what we'll do is we'll do Sinclair Spectrum charts. Let me take you on a bit of a journey. So this channel, and thank you to all of you that have been involved in this channel for all the time we've been doing it. We've done a lot of Sinclair Spectrum games, and I thought I would do a quick search, a quick filter on those games to actually show you what the top 10 Sinclair video games that we've played, the top 10 charts that we've had. So let's go on a bit of a journey together. We have got at number 10, Death Chase. This isn't the recent video I did of Death Chase. I actually incorrectly renamed 3D Death Chase before. A kind viewer told me about it and I put it back. No, this is the original one that we did. You know, videos were very, very different back in the day and how we did them. You know, they weren't as polished. I was still learning my trade, for want of a better word. You could still argue they're not polished, but no. Number 10, your number 10 is Death Chase. Your number 9 is Ice of Brave by Tom Martin. Now, when I saw this on the list, I was trying to think, what was this game? I seem to remember a very, very difficult platform game, but I can't remember too much about it. But this did come from itch.io, but you know, when you look at all the Spectrum games that have been viewed, this is at number 9 in all the lists. And remember, you know, some of these have got a huge advantage because they've been with the channel for a very, very long time. But do remember, you know, we do all kinds of platforms, all kinds of games. So if you're new to this channel, you know, don't think it's all about the Sinclair Spectrum. This is the Sinclair Spectrum week because of Crash Live 2025. Let's look at number 8. And at number 8, we got Jetpack RX. So again, on the Sinclair Spectrum, you know, this was a modified version of Jetpack, a more fancy version of Jetpack. You know, the word DX actually feels better and rolls better off the tongue, but no, it was RX. And we had a bit of fun playing that. But again, that is one of the very old videos because I could tell by the logo that I've got there on the bottom of the screen and how we change the logos, how we change the title cards as time goes on. Let's see who your number 7 would have been. And number 7, this is one of the more recent ones. This is Jet Set Steamboat Willie. Now, this is basically a Jet Set Willie game with Mickey Mouse type characters in black and white. Absolutely gorgeous. There is a version of this that I have not played on the channel, you know, another game in the series. But yeah, a lot of fun was had doing that, and the levels were really, really well designed. You know, if you want a good game, go and check that out on Steam. Sorry, not Steam, apologies, on itch.io. You know, you won't be disappointed. And number 6, we've got Rockstar Ate My Hamster Millennium. Now you may be thinking, oh, by the beard of God, what is this? Or by the beard of Jesus, what is this? Because it is Sunday today. This is Rockstar Ate My Hamster, but with lots of modern characters put in. So, you know, you can have Adele, you can have all kinds of people that were, well, not even probably alive when Rockstar Ate My Hamster originally came out. You know, this is a hack that's been applied to the original version of the game. So yeah, pretty fun to do, pretty challenging to do, to actually get that up and running. Unfortunately, we can't distribute this because it's not a Codemasters game that they allow it, but you can find both parts of what you need on the internet if you want to do this yourself. And I've also got to call out, there is a Commodore 64 version of this. There's a Commodore 64 version of this. Let's see who your number 5 is. And number 5, we have got Pac-Man. Now, this is a great version of Pac-Man on the Sinclair Spectrum, a relatively new one for the charts that we've got here, purely for the fact is I recognise that title card. I think, but I could be wrong because I don't really detail it, but I think that this was the one by Happy Code. You know, I could be wrong there, but yeah, certainly a really, really good Pac-Man on the Sinclair Spectrum that is available to you, great people. Let's look at number 4. Number 4 is Saboteur. Now, this was an interesting one to play. It's a great game, it's an old game. I accidentally completed it. I had it set on easy level, and when I was playing this video, I completed the bloody game without actually intending to, by running onto where the helicopter pad was, and off it went. So I was, okay, well, that went a bit wrong, didn't it? But we called it a day, I think, on that video at that point. Yeah, that was like basically hashtag unexpectedly winning the game. Let's see who the number 3 is for this very special charts that we've got this week. At number 3, we've got Attack Attack All Hallows Eve. Now, This is a ULA Plus version of the game that's been modified, so you just have a glow of light around you. You know, I like modified games, you know, but this is the way to play Attic Attack. This is a beautiful version of it. You know, I don't know what Ultimate would think about it, but it is also recently freely available on itch.io for you to get. So yeah, a little bit of fun with that, Let's see who number 2 is. Number 2, and this is brand new for 2025, Samantha Fox Pin-Up Poker. This comes from DF Design and Northern Games, so shout out to both of those. You know, really good people. You know, DF Design, I've got a lot of respect for, a lot of time. Northern Games makes some great products. Again, a lot of respect, a lot of time for. So yeah, no, that was really pleasing to see this. But there's a little bit more on this. So what we're going to do is we're going to turn the music down just a little bit. We turn in the music down just a little bit, and I want to show you something rather special. So do bear with me for literally a couple of seconds. Samantha Fox Pin-Up Poker is going to have a new version, an enhanced version on the Spectrum Next. The enhancement is audio only, but we're just going to spend a moment to listen to this. You know, I think we should listen to this. So when I first saw that from DF Design, it absolutely blew me away. It was literally holy F and many Fs. You can do the rest of the letters as well. You know, K, U, and maybe another one there is the word that I was looking for. It blew me away what he had done on the Spectrum Next, and obviously he's had support with the music there as well. But you know, absolutely brilliant. Holy hell! You know, the visuals are not updated, but the sound is, and bloody hell, that was really good. You know, you cannot underestimate how good it was. You know, it was just like, Jesus, the Spectrum Next can do this. Anyway, enough of this. Let's see who your number 1 is. And behold, she's there again. This is the original Samantha Fox strip poker game that we did. I think this particular one did well back in the early days, because it's one of the early videos, because we actually have Samantha Fox doing the intro for the game, and we're actually going to use her as the outro video. So if you don't know what that was, you can actually see that right now. But no, it's been a great week on this channel for Sinclair Spectrum games. You know, we're celebrating the Sinclair Spectrum because of Crash Live 2025. All of you stay safe, all of you take care, and I'll see you soon. Goodbye.
Hi to all the gentlemen at the Gentlemen's Pixel Club. Hi, I'm Samantha Fox, and I know that you love that retro YouTube channel that shows all the games. Do you remember my game called Strip Poker? That was way back in the 80s, but one of the first people to do a game that lads really enjoyed. Anyway, I'm going to send my love to you all. Carry on watching that fab YouTube channel, and yeah, we will love a bit of retro, and I'm getting a bit retro now. Anyway, lots of love to all you guys, and keep enjoying that channel. Lots of love, Samantha Fox. Touch me.